Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Now, we all know that dogs are man's best friend, but can pet supplies maybe save your life? On today's episode of the Armor Farm, that's what we are going to try to find out. But before we get to it, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for future content. Let's get to it. So what we have put together today from our local pet store is a couple of these stainless steel bowls, which I think will do a really good job of helping to catch those rounds. Additionally, inside of this we have a ceramic bowl as well that I think will do a good job of breaking up the bullets as they go into it. We have a frisbee and a couple other plastic items that we have seen in past videos do really well at slowing those rounds down as they try to go through the armor. And then we also found some gravel. So we filled up some of those empty spaces in this with a little bit of aquarium gravel, and we're going to see if this does an okay job of stopping any of our rounds. Now, we also have this ballistic shell that we're going to set up behind it so we can see if anything makes it through. Let's get to shooting. So, as is customary on this channel, we're going to start with 22 long rifle and then work our way up. You know, this is a pretty common round that a lot of people in the US have. So let's see how this does against our armor. If we come in here, we can see that we hit a little low with that guy. But even still, that doesn't look like it made it through at all. So I think our pet supply body armor 1, bullets 0. Okay, so moving up from the 22, we're going to go to something with a little bit more power behind it. So we got the 5.7 by 28. We're going to be shooting that out of this Ruger 57, and we're going to see how well that armor can stand up to this. And this time I'm going to try to hit right in the center of it, so let's see how it does. Looks like a good hit. Okay, so just like I said, we hit right here in the center. It looks like it's a really good spot to hit. And pulling this back, again, we got nothing actually coming through the body armor as of yet. And so far, it still seems to be pretty solid. So I'd say that's a pretty good result for our pet store body armor. Let's move up to 9mm. So up next, we have 9mm. We're going to be shooting that out of our M&P 2.0. And this stuff has a little bit more energy than that 5.7. So we're going to see if this body armor can stand up to the 9mm. Alright, here we go. Okay, so if we come and zoom in here, you can see that we hit again right here in the center. And you can see a little bit of that, that frisbee behind that tactical duct tape. And I mean, I can't believe it. So far, this is turning out to be one of our better homemade body armors. It's so far stopped the 22, the 5.7, and the 9mm. And it doesn't even look like there's any damage. It doesn't look like anything's denting the backside even yet. So let's move on up to the 45 and, you know, see if that guy could do anything to this. So moving on up, we're going to the 45 ACP. And we're going to be shooting that out of this Kimber Custom LW. And we're going to see if the round that won 2 world wars can make it through our body armor. Okay, so another real good clean hit. We're putting them all right here in the center. So we'll see how that impacts it, because we do have a ceramic bowl behind there that I'm assuming is starting to get broken up by those rounds. So I'm curious how many more it could take right there before that just completely gives out. And it looks like we might have just started to dent the back of that bowl. I don't know if you can really see it. Maybe if I tilt it a little bit. You can see that we got a couple little dents back there. So it looks like we're starting to at least touch the metal on the backside. So for the next one, I'm going to try shooting a little bit lower, just to try to get some just to try to put that round somewhere where that ceramic isn't all broken up yet. Okay, so moving up in power, we got the 10 mil, and we're going to be shooting that out of our Glock 20. And you know, in past videos, this 10 mil has done a heck of a job making it through our homemade body armor. So I'm very interested to see just how good of a job it does against this one that we have here today. Let's shoot it. And again, I'm going to aim for the lower section of our armor to try to hopefully hit somewhere that is still protected by that ceramic bowl. And here we go. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, I cannot believe how good this armor is actually doing right now. So it looks like we got another real good clean hit down here right where I was aiming. And if we turn it back, you can see that hitting that ceramic that wasn't damaged did a really good job of slowing that round down and breaking it up, because I don't think we even have a dent on the backside there. So I think next up we're going to go to a round that none of our homemade body armor has so far been able to stop, the 44 Magnum. Up next, we got the 44 Magnum, and we're going to be shooting that out of our Henry Golden Boy lever action. And you know, you guys in the comments made a very good point that the 44 out of a lever action is not quite comparable to a 44 out of, say, a revolver. And I think that's a really good point, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to help support us so that we could try to get a 44 revolver on, taking a more accurate test. All right, let's shoot it with the 44 Magnum. So for this one, I'm going to try to shoot to the bottom right to again try to hit somewhere that still has some of that ceramic bowl intact. I think that will give it the best chance of stopping this round. Okay, here goes nothing. Woo! That hit hard. Let's go check it out. I saw the ballistics gel jump. I don't know if it made it through or not, but we can see right here. Oh, we actually got some smoke coming out of there, which is pretty cool. It looks like it made it pretty far in there. Holy shit. I can't believe it. So this is the first armor that we've been able to make that has been able to stop the 44 Magnum. Okay, so it looks like it broke up in a couple pieces. I can see a couple little dents right there. And you know, this is doing a really good job of stopping rounds. So this now officially would be 3A rated because it stopped that 44 Magnum, and it even stopped it out of this lever action. So I think it's time to move on to rifle rounds for the first time on our channel and see if it can stand up to any of those. Okay, so now for the first time on our channel, we're going to be moving up to rifle rounds. So we're going to see if this body armor can stop 5.56. I got 55 grain full metal jacket here, and we'll see how it does. Okay, that one looks a little low, so I forgot I'm sighted in for 100 yards, so I'm going to do one more round and put it a little higher than that one, just in case. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, so we got two hits here, pretty close together. Oh, no way! Okay, so this just managed to stop two rounds of 5.56 that were really close together. I don't even know what to say at this point, other than this is doing a really, really good job of stopping bullets, and is by far the best homemade body armor that we've put together. And who would have thought that it's just a couple of items from a pet store? So I do have 308, so I think we're going to move up to that and see if this can stop a 308. Homemade body armor is doing way better than I had thought it would do. So we're actually going to move up now to the 308. We're going to see if it can stop this. You know, I have my doubts, but this has proven me wrong now a couple times. Why don't you guys leave a comment down below if you think the 308 can make it through. Let's get to it. All right, here goes nothing. See how that did? See from here, it already does not look good. It looks like we hit real low on that first one. Oh no. Yeah, so 308 absolutely just destroyed this thing. You can see it just completely blew out the back here. It looks like that first one kind of rid up along the side of this dog bowl, and that second one just peeled through the back here. Let's see if we caught the slug in our ballistics gel. Wow, okay, so it looks like we actually caught both of these. Actually didn't even go that far in the ballistics gel, so you know, it definitely helps slow them down quite a bit, because normally 308 will just completely go through here. Not only that, but these wound channels don't seem to be very large. It looks like they kind of just, it looks like it's mostly just the jacket that made it through. All right, let's open this up and see if we can find any of the other rounds inside of it. I'm very curious to see where the other rounds stopped. 44 Magnum in that aquarium gravel. And I think this actually did a lot to help make this as strong as it was, because this would fill up gaps where the rounds had gone through and maybe broken up other pieces. Got some jacket there. Wow. I'm pretty impressed. Okay, that looks like the back of a 9mm. Let's see if anything else comes out of here. Got some plastic. Okay, I think I'm going to open it up from the other side and we'll see how it did. Okay, so now you guys can see what we have underneath this guy. So we have this Frisbee from PetSmart, not a sponsor. And we have this ceramic dog bowl that I taped up to try to help keep it all together. Seems like that was a good idea, because this thing is absolutely wrecked. And then inside of the dog bowl, we had some of this plastic matting to go underneath the dog bowls that I cut up and threw in there to try to slow things down a little bit more. You know what? It's kind of warm in the inside of this. It is wild. All right, doesn't look like we caught anything in here really. I got this slow feeder, which is some more rubber matting. Another slow feeder. Let's see what we can find in here. Okay, so you can see where some of these rounds had dented, and and they were breaking up as they were going through, because you can see all this spalling actually is what's hitting the back there. Okay, so we have some more jacket there. And let's see if there's anything else I can quickly see in this gravel. All right. Oh, there's another one. There's our 10mm. Okay, so you know, final thoughts on using items from a pet store to make homemade body armor. I think you could do a pretty good job with them. We've shown here that you can stop some rifle rounds up to 5.56 with what we put together. It stopped all of our pistol rounds, including the 44 Magnum, even out of that lever action. You know, this completely exceeded my expectations for what it could stop. I'm really impressed with how it did. So, yeah, I think this one was a success. And I hope to see you next time for more science on the Armor Farm. This 2.556 that I shot through here?
Yeah.
When they went through, they immediately started breaking apart. You can see the spalling going up the frisbee.